Hi, brothers and sisters. My name is Eric Bison. I'm just a passionate young man trying to see that this 21st century will live a life of sharing, a life of giving, a life of being there for one another. Because, like I always put it, life is so simple, but we man make life so difficult because we try to put things that are not supposed to be there. God gave us a simple life. He gave us a providence life. He gave us a life to enjoy it as we go day by day. But he didn't give us that same aspect of saying, oh, you know what, since I can't get it that way, let me try it this way. You instead complicate things. So just let him do his thing. Okay, just live life simply. Do your best. Live it as joyful as you can. You know, nowadays, our parents demand so much from us when it comes to respect. Our parents demand so much from us when it comes to understanding, correspondence. But my little piece right now is entitled Parents as a Role Model to the Kids. I know our parents did so much for us to be where we are today. Our parents had to work hard in those days to make sure that we get a better future that we have today and the one that is coming next. Our parents worked so much to send us to school, to educate us. They did everything they could to make sure that we are where we are today. They did their best. But at the same time, we ask them the same favor, like when they demand respect from us, kids nowadays look so much onto their parents when it comes to role models. So my little piece is entitled Parents as a Role Model to Our Kids. Because we live in a society so much today that divorce is like a day-to-day thing. Divorce is not a strange word. Divorce is not a strange activity. It's more like a mutual. It's like a, how can I put it? Divorce is like a usual thing. It's like I know that okay, if I get married, when I'm thinking of divorce, but we do that. We don't think about how it affects our children. We don't think about how divisible our children will look like when we separate. So let me try to point out this. I'm not an expert, but like I said, in every talk that I put forward, I talk out of just my critical thinking, out of my understanding of the society, out of my understanding of this 21st century. My understanding is this: children look upon their parents so much as role models. So, parents, please, when you do your day-to-day activity, when you behave around the kids, when you live your life, know that your kids are looking up to you. They are looking up to you as a role model. They want to follow your footsteps. They want to be like you. They want to understand you. They want to live their life similar to what you lived. So when you do your thing, don't feel like, oh, she is a baby. She's just a month old. She's just 2 months old. She can't understand or she can't see what I'm doing. No matter what you think, that child may not understand. But trust me, God works in mysterious way. That child may not understand. That child may not verbalize what you are doing. But God works in a visualized or internal way. That child may be capturing the images of what you are doing. So parents, please be a role model to your children. Let's be a role model to our kids because they look up to us. Whatever we do, they pay attention to it. They may not understand, they may not verbalize, but they pay attention to it. I don't care if that child is 1 month old, 2 months old, 10 years old, 18 years old, 20 years old. Respect that child because that is how respect starts. That is how they start. Because if you respect them, if you act to them as a role model, that is how they will understand what is respect and what is a role model. That is how they will gradually behave and understand that they too can be perfect parents because their parents was a role model to them. Life is difficult, but right now, I live for my 3 kids. I take care of them as a single father. I never believed that I would be in that situation today. But you know what? One thing I think about too is that my kids look upon me. They may not understand. They are 3 years old, 2 years old, 1 year old. They may not understand. But I know inside my heart that they are looking on what I do day by day. And tomorrow, if they start behaving upon the mistakes I did, I shouldn't complain because they were looking on what I was doing. So this is my point in time for me to behave, do the right thing, make them understand how life is, do perfect models, live life according to what perfection is, behave naturally and correctly, positively towards them because they are looking upon me as their role model. Nobody is perfect, yes. As parents, yes. But trust me, your kids are looking upon what you are doing as their parent. They are watching, they are paying attention. You may say, oh, he or she is doing their thing. This is 21st century. Yes, but some kids look upon what mommy did, what daddy did. So let's say, for example, if the parents are together today, then tomorrow they decide, okay, they are getting a divorce. Trust me, it doesn't mean that because you are getting a divorce, you should separate that unity when it comes to your children. It doesn't mean that you should say, okay, since we are divorcing, well, whenever the child comes to me, I do whatever I want to do. Whenever the child goes to the mom, they do whatever they do. No. It is that time that you have to continue that unity, even you are divorced, to make sure that that child follows the right model. That child follows the right role models in their life. By being together, by uniting your efforts, by being positive towards that child, by acting the right way, by behaving the right way around that child, by showing them the right thing to do. Together. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you are separated, but you have to conjoin. You have to make things happen together so that child can understand that my parents are doing the right thing. They are showing me the right way. So I have to look upon them. I have to behave like they do. So trust me, if you go negatively, that's how the children will go. That's why when our children grow up, or when we grow up, we were saying, oh, why am I like this? Then we try to look on what our parents did in their past. We see that we have similar activities that they did, similar behavior, similar attitude. It's because that attitude was established by them. So if we establish a positive attitude right now, a positive role strategy or role model towards our kids, that is what they will visualize in their future. If we are better parents today, they are going to be better parents. If we are better role models today, that is how they are going to be better role models too when it comes to having their own family in the future. Trust me, I always say this. It's not because I think I know too much. No, I'm learning every day. Right now, being a single father, trust me, it is so hard. I consider myself having two jobs. My first job is making sure that I'm a role model to my kids, taking care of my kids, making them understand that this is the right thing to do, making them understand that they shouldn't follow the mistakes I did, but correcting those mistakes by being a good role model to them. That is how I learn to every day. That is how I work towards that part of a perfect future for them. That is how I lay a better foundation for them to follow as a good role model. Trust me, our kids are looking upon us. They are paying attention to what we do, how we behave, how we surround ourselves, or the people we surround ourselves to. They may be little, but they pay attention. Trust me, God works in mysterious way. Our children watch what we do. They pay attention to what we do. So parents, please be good role models to your kids. Even you did bad things in the past, but please, if you have the chance to be in your kid's life today, as a single father or as a couple, please do your best to be a perfect role model to your kids, because they are watching, they are paying attention. And don't forget, God works in mysterious ways through them, for them to understand, for them to picture that fact of what you do. I did mistakes. I'm not happy about it, but my children are a blessing to me. My children are the best gift that God ever gave to me. And I promised them that I'm going to take good care of them. If it has to take my sweat and blood, even I have to stay on the street, even I have to sleep on the street to make sure that they get food to eat, they get clothing to wear, they get a roof over their head, then I'm going to do that. I don't care how life may be difficult, but I'm going to motivate myself to be a good role model to them, to make sure that they get whatever I didn't get. These things we know them, but we just have to practically put them in place so that our kids will follow us. Our kids will understand. Our kids will follow our steps to be good role models in the future. Parents, I know we demand so much for our kids, but now they too demand us to be role models to them. Because if we go negative, that is how they will go negative. If we go positive, that is how they will go positive. Because they look upon who they see in front of them. That is us, their parents. Watch out now. They are watching. They are paying attention, parents. I don't care if you're a single parent or you're a couple or how life is difficult, but when it comes to your kids, be their role model. A positive role model. Do your best. Fight hard. Work hard to make sure that they get a good foundation, because they are looking upon you, upon you. Love you all. May God bless you all. Like I said, parenting is not easy, but God gave us kids as a gift, as a blessing. Let's take good care of them and let's be a good role model to them. Thank you all. May God bless you.